What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. Today we are talking about Gamestop's Pro Elite membership. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so if you follow games at all, you probably know Gamestop has a Pro membership and a Pro Elite membership, and I'll explain that a little bit later in this video. But I want to start off with saying it is being canceled as of August 1st, 2018. So if you have a Pro Elite membership and it is still active, it'll be active till the end of your membership, but you cannot renew it again. And that's kind of a foreshadowing of what's going to happen with GameStop, in my opinion. And I'll talk about that as well later on, but I just want to let you know that yes, out of the gate here, this is going to be a video about GameStop and its Pro Elite membership and why I had it and why I'm going to be sad that it's gone, but at the same time I'm not going to try to renew it to last longer. I'll talk about all that stuff in this video. So I've got my phone down here so I can show you guys what the different memberships between the free, the pro, and the Pro Elite are, because there are some things that all of them have and then there's some things that just the Pro Elite membership card has. So I'm gonna pull out my phone so I can show you guys exactly what the difference is, but they're all somewhat beneficial, but I think the Pro Elite membership is something that I really enjoyed. Now, each one of them you get points per dollar spent, whether it's the free one, which is 10, the pro one, which is 20, or 30, which is the Pro Elite. Now, on each one you get a birthday offer. On the Pro and the Pro Elite, you get the buy one, get one free as a welcome gift on all pre-owned games. You also get 10% off pre-owned games and accessories for the Pro membership, and the Pro Elite gets you 20% off. You get 10 extra percent on the Pro and 20 extra percent on the Pro Elite for trading in things, whether it's games, accessories, or tech. Now each one of these do get the Game Informer magazine, which used to be cool, but now I'm not a big fan of it. It seems like it's games that GameStop really wants to push and sell, and that just doesn't work well with me. If you're a Pro or a Pro Elite member, you also get access to the Pro Day, which is a lot of savings and has some good deals. When you're an Elite Pro member, you get free 2-day shipping on any purchases over $35, and then you get a collectibles welcome offer, which wasn't all that great if I remember right. Now, those are all the things that the different memberships are. Now, I originally used to hate GameStop, and I still kind of do. It's not as bad as it used to be, but with GameStop, they used to be pushy and I mean, they're still really pushy, but I used to hate being asked, do you want a Pro card? Do you want a Pro card? And I would always, just out of stubbornness, say no, because I didn't like it. Then one day, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, they have these prices, they're usually $1 or $2 cheaper, and the membership was only 15 bucks. So if I buy 10 or 15 games a year from GameStop, I will get my money back. Plus I get those magazines. So I was like, why not? And then I noticed some of their trades, and I was like, oh, I get more percentage when I trade, so that's cool, I'll get it. And then I had it for about a year or two, and then they came out with the Elite Pro membership, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. That's more points, and then it's also more trade credit, which is something I really took advantage of. Now, if you've seen my other video about GameStop and why I shop there, honestly, I shop there because I would take games that I had or had gotten from bundles or deals, whatever it is, and I would take those games and I would calculate how much they were actually worth and how much GameStop was offering. Oftentimes GameStop gives deals that give you more trade credit, like if you give it 2 games you get 20%, or 4 games you get 40%, or 6 games you get 60% extra. And that was one thing that really made it worth it, because if I was getting these games and selling it to them and they weren't giving me good deals, but I could throw on that extra 60% or maybe the 40% and get it back to either more than what I paid for it or what it was worth, it would always be a great deal, because I would just go trade it in and have tons of credit. And then the Switch came out and I used some of my credit towards the Switch. Now I have used so much credit to get brand new Switch games or even used Switch games, because with those coming out, I don't want to pay $60 or $40 for every game every month or every 2 weeks, because there's so much coming out on it. But I had that stockpile of credit and I was able to buy a ton of Switch games, and I'm really thankful for that, to be honest. So that's one reason I like the Pro Elite membership. But on the other side, I could definitely see why that would lose them so much money. Because if you think about it, they're getting the trade-in, and then I'm switching the pre-owned games for brand new games, which they don't make much money on it anyways. And that's kind of why they push that buy 2 get 1 free offer at the beginning. And that's another thing, when they do that buy 2 get 1 free offer, if someone says, oh, I want 3 $50 games or 3 $60 games or 3 $40 games, anything like that, they're gonna lose a bunch of money. Whether it's they actually lose all their money or they just don't get as 10% of what they actually would have, that's a different story. But I know that that would potentially be a lot of money lost depending on how things went. Now if you went in and you bought 3 $5 games, GameStop's thinking, I already got your money, I got you in the store, that isn't a big deal. But if you're coming in and you're saving $50 or more, yeah, that's when it starts really hurting their business. Now, with GameStop being up for sale, I also think cutting the Pro Elite membership is a good idea, because you can tell people, yeah, look at all this money we have coming in, but now we don't have to push that money out. Because when you cancel it, if people are like, well, they cancel it, now I'm not going to be able to use my card, people would just be ignorant and don't understand. They may not ever go back into a GameStop, or at least not until later on. Because if they think, oh, my membership's up, they're just not going to want to go back in the store or spend money there. And so that could be a potentially good thing if GameStop got their $30 and then those people aren't buying games. It could potentially be free money for them. But on the flip side of that, when people like myself are really using this, it could also damage how much money they make. Because if I take in a bunch of Xbox 360 games or PS3 games that no one really wants, but GameStop is still giving $5 or $10, maybe $15 for, I'll do that, because I'll get a brand new or a pre-owned current gen console or maybe a retro game, and I'll be able to bring that in and maybe flip it or keep it for myself. And that's when it could be really bad for GameStop, because if they're bringing in all this crappy stock that no one wants and they're getting rid of all their good stock, I could see that being a potential problem in the long run. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with GameStop. I like and love to trade things in with them to get more money than it's actually worth. But I hate going into GameStop because people hassle me, or sometimes their prices are just outlandish when it comes to certain games. So that's one reason I'm kind of wishy-washy about this going away. Now, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh crap, I've got to go and renew mine because it expires in 3 months. But then today I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm just not going to go back to there, because what I would be afraid of is I would get the card and I'd have an extra year, but then what if GameStop does go out of business, or it gets bought out and the people that buy it out are like, no, we don't accept those membership cards. That's one thing that I'm very afraid of. Now, I'm interested to see if their stocks go up or down at this point, because I know there's going to be a lot of people to rush out and try to buy the membership card right before it ends. So I'm wondering if there's going to be an influx of money for GameStop at that point, and maybe that'll be profitable enough that they will get bought by someone who is interested at this point. But with that being said, please comment below and let me know what you guys think of the situation. Do you have a Pro Elite membership? Do you hate GameStop? What are your thoughts on this current situation? I know it's pretty crazy and it's something I wasn't expecting, but Best Buy went out of business with their whole Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked, and that sucked. And so now seeing this happen, I'm just scared to see what will happen going forward. Now, does that mean GameStop and Best Buy are kind of getting out of the game business? I don't know. GameStop, I think they may be going out of business at this point, and so I'm just interested to see what you guys think. Please comment below and let me know. Keep the conversation going there. With that being said, don't forget about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Big Cartel, Patreon. All that stuff is in the link below in the descriptions. Like I've said before, that Patreon is a tip jar, donation jar, so don't feel like you are obligated to go there and check it out. But if you're interested, go do that as well. There are 3 tiers. There's the $1 tier, which gets your name at the end of the video, and videos 1 or 2 days early. You have the second tier, which is the Discord chat, which I'm still figuring out, so I'll get that set up whenever I need to. And then that $10 tier is also a t-shirt. So if you're interested in all of that, just go check it out and let me know. If you think I need to change something or you're interested in seeing a reward up there, let me know as well. But most importantly, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. But most importantly, have a good day.